Everybody, Wildman Willie here on what's turning out to be a beautiful couple of minutes this Saturday afternoon. Earlier we had rain and heavy snow, none of it sticking. Now we got sunshine in between, and it feels warm on my shoulders. Today's going to be a little bit different video. I just got a new dash cam in the Mirage G4. I've got to go hunt for some tools. I need a 3-jaw puller to take care of a Saturn. So we're just going to do a little ride along with me through town so y'all can see what town's like. I'm going to talk about randomly what's on my mind while I make that drive. And we'll see who wants to watch that video or not. But it'll serve to show some of my friends far away what Eugene is really like. She was clean before the rain. She'll be clean enough. Alright, here we go. Buckle up. Alright, time to go, folks. We're going to go on a gentle drive to the Harbor Freight. See what we can see along the way. Talk about what's on my mind as we go. The screen says that center. I'm not so sure. We're going to go with it though. So it is March the 25th. It's a Saturday. It's been snowing and raining. It's quit doing that for the moment. Now it's warming up quick and just steam coming off the pavement. We've had an extended winter here in the Willamette Valley, and it's been a little rough to get a lot of things done with what the weather has thrown at me.
Turn left.
That being said, we got a beautiful spring on the way. You can see we're starting to get some blooms on the trees. They know what time of year it is, even if the sky doesn't.
Next left onto Gilman Road.
Brakes is wet. Chirpy chirp. Of course, they have parked where no one can possibly see to get out. So I just gotta brave it.
Take the next left onto Minda Drive.
Alright, well, we'll take the next left onto Minda Drive, like it says. Stop short for another Subaru. Y'all are going to see a lot of Subarus and Prius in this video. Oh look, there's Pri now. Pri going backwards down the street with multicolored bodywork. Let's not be his next victim. Another Eugene classic. There's just a Z car sitting here. Welcome to old car land. It all survives here, so you'll see a lot of it. Nice wide streets, bicycle lanes, speed tables, people street parks, so that's why you'll see a lot of that. I just cruise through these areas real slow. Usually I have a bunch of tools in my car. Right now I don't, which is interesting, feeling what my car feels like with lightweight again. We're easily 500 pounds lighter than on other days. I'll stop right here and adjust this camera one good time, as we're not out in heavy traffic. Alright. I just hope that's good. Interested to see if we hear any rattles. I heard rattles on yesterday's video, and there's no rattles inside the car, so exactly what I'm hearing is questionable.
Take the next right onto North Kinsey Road, then turn left onto Good Pasture Island Road.
For those who don't know, we're cruising in a 2020 Mitsubishi Mirage G4, 3-cylinder, 1.2 liter, 78 horsepower, manual transmission. A wonderful small car. I love it.
Take the next left onto Good Pasture Island Road.
Alright, we'll take that next left.
Continue on Good Pasture Island Road for 3/4 of a mile.
She's not particularly powerful, but it is responsive, and I like the gruntiness of it. It's a fun little car to drive. You're not fast, anything but it. That's not what it's supposed to be. It's definitely engaging, that's for sure. I don't need a faster car around here anyway. This is probably over the speed limit. It's going to throw me on Delta Highway. All these highways go to nowhere. We've got I-5 that runs up into the mountains or to the coast, or excuse me, to Portland or to California, and we got 126 which runs to the mountains and the coast. All this is just round town connector stuff. Alright, let's get on the highway.
In a 1/4 mile, merge onto Delta Highway.
Will do. Traction limits. 165, 65, 14 low rolling resistance. Be careful not to outdrive the car, that's all I can tell you. It'll keep pace, and it does very well. We didn't get loose there, but I could feel it was ready to if I stayed planted in fourth or gave it any more tow. Again, fun car to drive in the end. This is the kind of thing you would, you know, experience out of an older British sports car or something. So, same time I get great gas mileage. Alright, so she's pointing me towards 126, which like I said would take me to the coast, or would take me to the mountains. We're going in the coast direction, but we're not going anywhere near the coast, just through the city. Will do. Now, this next highway looks fat, but it just T-bones into downtown, so it is not I-285. Do not accelerate to the max to get onto this thing. It's going to put us in the lane we want to be in, so we're just going to hang with it. Now crossing the big pretty river. It is very muddy and very fast moving today. Mountains around Eugene in the distance. It's just a beautiful place. Even on a day like today where the weather's getting in my way, I don't feel necessarily like doing what I'm supposed to do today, sadly. That's okay. I get out here and just drive to my normal place, and pretty little puffy clouds. Folks, the struggles are the same everywhere you go, in one way or another. You gotta actually enjoy where you're at, though. And I do love it here. Alright, so we're going to go through downtown here. Not downtown. I call it downtown. Downtown's to a little the other way a little bit. Main drag, one way. You'll see Madison Street. Lots of streets named after the former presidents out here. Get over one left. There's Monroe. This is about where I first landed out here. I'll be able to show you that in a second. First hotel I went to wasn't very nice. I picked another one. I only stayed there one night. It'll be up here on the left. Tattoo parlors. Got lots of those around here. A couple of dispos up here as well. Yeah, there we are. There was the awful hotel I stayed at first. Don't go there, folks. Another thing I like about this town, this is about as far away as I actually have to drive to do anything on a regular basis. So everything's within 5 minutes. Yeah, there's Emerald City, the dispo. That's a nice little dispo. I hit them up on 420 last year. I'll probably see them again this year. They had t-shirts to give away. Point S, that's a tire shop. I send a lot of my customers there for alignments. They seem to have good customer service and keep people happy. So that's what I look for when making recommendations. So just a beautiful rainy day in paradise. We had sunshine for a minute. Looks like it's going back behind the clouds. But as you can tell, I'm not in a huge hurry out here, and really neither is anybody else, which is nice. I like just being able to take it easy in traffic and it not be the road warrior. I had enough of that back home.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
All these folks is big stoners like me. They ain't got nowhere to be either. Go through this intersection. I'm not going to the beach. I could. Just take 126 there. Take me straight to it. Be there in less than an hour.
Take the next left, then turn right.
Harbor Freight's up here in this shopping center. Let's hope they've got a 3-jaw puller that looks like it will fit my harmonic balancer on this Saturn. I really hope so. One piece at a time. Hey, a fellow Mirage owner. That's a good one. It's a pretty one. I like it. Alright, this dude's staring out. Won't leave him alone.
On the right.
Alright, Harbor Freight, here we are. What do you think, folks? Are they going to have what I need inside? We'll find out in a moment. Alright, they got quite a few to choose from, but this bad boy's $21 for their 3-piece set. Goes up to 6-inch. I think I have a small inside diameter I can grab with like the 3. I think the 6 should be big enough on the outside as well, I hope. That's what we're going to have to go with. That's what I can afford. We'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Alright, folks. Got a puller. That was cool. So I'm going to take a little bit of a detoured ride. This is going to be the longer way through town back to the house. That'll show you more of Eugene. And I may stop at Skinner Butte Park, and I may even drive up Skinner Butte. Or think about giving you a view from the top. As believe it or not, I've been here 3 years and not gone up there yet. We'll see what the weather wants to act like. But we'll definitely take the little cruise downtown to see what that's going to be. Traffic to my rear. Just a moment. Alright, we got it. 53.2 miles per gallon so far on this trip.
Southwest,
We'll see if we can keep such an average for the rest of the drive. So as you can see, it's all wide and one way out here. So you definitely got to make sure you know where you're going and what you're doing. People drive different, and the road is different. I mean, look, we got 70s classic Ford pickup trucks going by, actually being used to haul stuff. Let's get her out on the road.
Continue on West 7th Avenue for 1 mile.
So West 7th runs the opposite direction, but parallel, kind of, to the way we came in. Goes by some of our better dispos as well. Got River Valley Remedies on the left. That is an excellent dispo. There's the PP&G paint place, Mr. Mark, if you want to get you some paint going, right next to the Kia dealership. We'll see how much the blower for the anti-fog affects my recording capabilities here. And this isn't necessarily the pretty part, this is the regular working part, where the real humans is at today. Alright, yep, go ahead and get that out of my way, thanks, appreciate it. Take us a pretty way. We ain't getting back on the highway right this second. Or we're just going to see what we can see. One or the other. Past all that. Yeah, that's where I stayed that first night. America's Best Value. Don't stay there. It's not the right place. Not around here. I don't know, it was like $40 a night. It was a clean bed and it was warm, don't get me wrong. There's a car stereo place on the left. Got a Thai place on the right. Hadn't checked them out yet. Need to though. They say good things about the Thai food around here. I know it sure smells good. I'm always just me though, so that and the pandemic, haven't been doing a whole lot of restauranteering.
Turn left onto Washington Street.
So it wants me to turn onto Washington Street to get there. Let's see what that's like. This is where I would take a left to go back to the house to get back on the belt line, which we will be doing pretty shortly. I just wanted to cruise on through, show y'all town a little bit, do a let's drive, I guess that's what they call these. No, I'm not sure I want to make that turn. Oh, there's Washington Street, okay.
Washington Street for half a mile.
It didn't work.
600 feet, turn left onto Lincoln Street.
Well, let's just go through downtown. That's what we'll do. I'll hop on the highway down there. No particular place to go. Yeah, just kind of a grimy, rainy one today. But that's nice too. Certainly isn't too hot. Definitely looks like the Pacific Northwest today. Subarus everywhere. Goodyear planes. So if I'm correct, I'll just go straight through. And I will T-bone into my ramp on Coburg Road, I believe is what it's called. I should know, I live here. more downtown area. On the right, you might be able to see a Dutch Brothers. That's their little not Starbucks coffee place. Somewhat local to us. Started in Bend, made somebody billions with the B. Yeah, probably headed to a town near you soon. Here's the Hut Center for the Arts, the Halt Center for the Arts. So they put on plays, concert events, things like that. All University of Oregon stuff right here. Umpqua Bank, you may be wondering what's up with the place names and things around here. Native American tribes of the Pacific Northwest. Proudly named after. That's what that's about. Some pretty stuff to the left. If we were to take a left here, we'd end up at the train station. That's where we can pick you up from Amtrak. But this is going to dump me out right on my way to go straight back home onto the highway here. But you're about to see just how close I am to downtown. This is the middle of it. All around here is student housing, the nicer apartments, the fancier restaurants, walkable area. This is kind of the government area right here on this street, so not as much. But we go down anything left or right, and on a sunny Saturday, it would be just full of hippie folks enjoying. Alright, let's go on up. Again, y'all are going to see just how quickly it turns into from city, because I'm definitely in downtown right now. No question about it. About 5 minutes from the airport, maybe. We're gonna get on Coburg Road here. I'll show y'all just how quickly one leaves town in Eugene. So Coburg Road runs, well, it's the main route between Eugene and Coburg. It's my side of town. I'm out on the Coburg Road side of town. Place name for where I'm at. So we're going to go up Coburg Road and basically leave Eugene. Now that's only going to take a minute or two before we're going to be out in some pretty wilderness fast. And we'll make a loop all the way back to the house. Again, this is a 15-minute city. You saw how long it took me to get from the house to Harbor Freight. From Harbor Freight through downtown in the city. And now I'm going to show you how long it takes to get out of the city completely into a small town with some pretty views in between. Skinner's Butte isn't the thing today. It's just not. Stay inside the vehicle. Again, another big highway intersection. That's all just this is the I-5. So that would take you to Portland North or California South and is the major interstate highway. Everything else we've been coming across is local highways. One of them just goes around town. They call it the Beltline. Rambly, but I guess that's what I'm supposed to do in this kind of video, huh? Seeing a difference in the common vehicles around me to what you experience in your location? Be sure to comment. Let me know how same or different what people drive is. It struck me right away. First thing that hit me was the old cars. There's a lot of old cars in Eugene. People are driving the 90s as dailies, and they ain't necessarily car people doing that. Out here we're going to have nicer, newer on this side of town. This is the upscale side of town, and right to the left here is where I suggested the Hyatt Place that Mr. Mark stay when he comes to visit me. We're about a mile, if that, from the house right now. There is excellent shopping, food, and everything right there, walkable from that hotel. And you're, again, like a mile from my house. And one of my favorite dispos. On the left, you'll see Carl's Jr. That's our version of Hardee's. And on the right, you'll see Albertsons, essentially Kroger. In fact, I think it's the same company. I'm still trying to figure that out completely. There's Nodak Green Prairie on the left. That's my favorite dispo, and that one's walking distance to the house. I can just walk down a little trail and show up at that. Excellent deals and excellent top shelf. On the right, in the Pavilion Shopping Center here, we have Newman's Grotto. Excellent seafood like fish and chips. Wild caught, delicious, ridiculous. So you might see right away a little change of scenery. We are kind of leaving Eugene now. Not quite. We got to go up plus one more intersection. We're going to head all the way up to Coburg for you to see what that's all about. Might as well use up the video card. I've got bills to pay. I do have responsibilities today. I took care of part of them. I got the tool I need to take care of it. Sometimes I just have to do what I can. And you know what? I needed this little drive today that didn't necessarily have some big purpose or me unloading at the end. I don't really take days off so much. Today's still not a day off, I won't call it. But I gotta take just a second for myself. So we're gonna enjoy what's around me and the reason I'm out here. Funky looking trees you see are Douglas Fir. Lots of different evergreens out here on this side of the Cascade Range. A lot of them are really big, you might notice. My house and where I live is to the left of this area. I know I keep saying that, but this kind of circles around where I live, and all of this is within very quick walking distance from the house. So it's pretty cool to be able to, if I wanted. I've got an excellent dispo I can walk to, no problem, down trails, good places to eat. There's a place called Bangers and Brews, which is pretty cool if you want like a brat and a beer. That's definitely walkable from my house. There's the Safeway. That's where y'all see me do most of my grocery shopping, or when I have to do high-price grocery shopping instead of grocery outlet. Grocery outlet ain't got everything, so that's where I end up. So notice we got new construction as well as really old construction. It's nicely done though. You might also notice there ain't no trash on the street anywhere out here. We have bottle deposits. That helped a lot with that. An empty can or an empty bottle is money, and that's not lost on the residents. So you will not find one just laying around. Again, a lovely community. You may not totally see the appeal of Eugene in this video, or maybe you do. But I've driven half the town right now. Basically, that drive would have covered most of where my customers are at. Actually took me farther out than most of my customers are at. I have had a few calls to the little town of Coburg up here where we're headed. Not too many. It's just a pretty little nothing on the map. The main purpose of this drive is a demonstration of just how big yet small Oregon is. Here's urgent care. Here's the main highway. Again, I can take a left. Jessamine Acres, that would take me directly to my house in just a minute. Anywhere you took a left right here, you could get back to where I stay in seconds. I like not having to go far. You know, a lot of places I've lived have been 30 minutes from anywhere. It takes 15 minutes just to get down Ward Hill Park Road back in hellhole Dawsonville before you even think about getting to a store or anything. You know, you have 15 minutes of drive somewhere before you have left your neighborhood. Out here within 15 minutes, I can literally access any place within the city limits or farther of Eugene. Alright, make sure to not pitch turn lane. Up here, into the big shopping. Got your Costco on the right, and Winco, excuse me. Winco is a larger discount grocery store. It's a bigger, more open place. Trying to think of what to recollect it to, and really nothing comes to mind. If you're grocery shopping, not home goods shopping, and you're looking to buy in bulk or for better selection, they got everything in there. And bigger containers, cheaper prices. Versus your Safeway, which is going to be very, very Kroger-ish. Best way I can describe it. So we're going to go past the Winco and the PetSmart. Notice it's getting sunny again between the rain snow clouds. We're not even sure which is which. This is your last left you could take to instantly come to my house on Crescent. It's a nice apartment, would recommend. So now we're out of town. Kabam! Eugene, we're out of Eugene. We're on our way to the town of Coburg now. Just that fast, you can see see the mountains. See how ain't no houses up and none of that? How it just gets dark and purple and pretty out that way? Welcome to Oregon. That's the whole point of Eugene. You've got everything you would have in a major city. Everything. Any amenity you could want is there. But you're not surrounded. Not in the same way you are where I'm from. Not in the same way as so many places. Just a few minutes outside of town, and we're out in the country. Still the neighborhood and higher dollar neighborhood area is what I would call this. This is relatively expensive as you exit town. Being said, you can just see the pretty of it, I think. Even, you give it, well, you can see the snow up on the mountains to the right in between that little valley. Snow here is elevation dependent. We're at like 400 or 500 feet is why it's not total whiteout right here. That hill is well over 1,200 feet and there's snow on the top. It's a cool dog park area over there. Now, the green out is coming. What do I mean by green out? All this is not evergreen is about to have beautiful sunshine through the leaf, fresh chlorophyll green leaves all over it. And as soon as that hits, that's going to have positive effects on my mental health. I just like it. Crossing the river again now. As you can see, we're out. Orchards. Not sure exactly what they're growing. You know what though, that seems like it'd be a good gig to have an orchard. Have a bunch of trees. You grow some fruit. You take care of them and you pick it and you sell it. That sounds like a good time. Still on Coburg Road. We will be in Coburg proper, the next little town, just a couple minutes. As you can see, you get out in the country here and we have industrial scattered amongst residential / agricultural all at once. That house must be 100-year-old. Look like a plantation down south. This ain't down south. You well see things people need to clean up. You know what? It's their property. The other part about it is, it's not that people don't have nice things. It's just not as bougie. The houses are a bit smaller. They're more well built. People are out and enjoying the wilderness out here if they got time off or money. You don't spend as much on your house or your couch because there's something to do other than be on your couch. So just like that, we're in Coburg, which is pretty cool. Also, if somebody was looking to raise a family and wanted a house in an area that was right next to Metro Eugene, but most definitely not in Metro Eugene, so avoiding some of the other problems we have, this will be it. Coburg Pizza, I got a gift card for that. Mark, when you finally come out, we'll go eat that pizza. I had it one time and it's absolutely amazing. Again, we're just headed through the little nothing downtown, and when we get to the top, we're going to turn around. I just wanted to show you what a small Pacific Northwest town looked like. You could call it a suburb of Eugene, I guess, but it's not. It's its own thing. Well, I said it wasn't too pretty. You've seen a lot of weather changes in just 10 minutes of driving, so welcome to Oregon and what that's like. They do car shows out here sometimes. It's pretty cool. They'll shut down the whole drag. They do that in Junction City also. There's a dairy marked on the right, which you would love. It's owned by the local dairy. So that's the freshest ice cream and milk you could possibly have. I mean, it came from right here, where they got it from. And it's affordable. Think a 7-Eleven with local, delicious dairy products. We're just going to go this way. As you see, down kind of just ends on us. Neat little town though, that's for sure. Come back soon, why well. In fact, I'm going to turn around and go right back. We're going to go right back through. Right back through. Or we can just cruise down this and see where this goes for a minute. Crunchy little 3-cylinder. Again, it's not a fast car. It is, however, a driver's car. I don't know how to explain that other than to put somebody in one and take them for a drive. It's all you. If you're good, we'll know. And if you're not, we'll know. So we're out in farm country. In the 45 mile per hour zone, that pretty much means end civilization zone, end all policing, end everything. You just out on your own out here. Welcome to the wild frontier. May not look like it at first glance, but we don't call flaw out here. There's just too many places for you if you screw around. Give her a little gas here for fun. Not much of a power shift. Well, they got a caboose building. Who the heck has a caboose? I guess those guys. That's pretty cool. I would like to have a caboose. I would hang out inside it. Downshift for the sleepers. Willamette Valley farmland, most fertile in the world. If you just look to the right, it's just absolutely amazing looking that way. There's rain and snow and such happen in the mountains. We'll turn around in just a second and see if I can get another view of that. As you can see, all you got to do is a seed just land on the dirt. I mean, it's a cold place and the grass ain't brown. A driver's car. It ain't fast. That's okay. It's fun. It's fun in a not so fast way. That is possible. Believe in Jesus. I believe y'all wasted way too much time on that. What I believe. Alright. Well, I'm all down from exploring, but I don't even necessarily know where this goes at this point. Let's turn it around, shall we? This looks like a neat place to turn around. I'm sure they're setting up a vineyard or an orchard, or what that would even be. I'm not up on my agriculture, folks. When I know a grow when I see one, they growing something. Not that something. There are that kind of grow, that's for sure. I can show you where one is. I might not put that on public video. Totally legal, of course. Alright. So, as I've said before, we're in this river valley with this fertile farmland. And you can see in the distance we're surrounded in every direction by either the coastal mountain range or the Cascade mountain range. So, look at that view of snow and rain across miles of open field. And that's not even real mountains, that's just the foothills. Again, it's just the little things. It's the little things about where you are and what you do. I know this isn't that impressive, but can you tell I'm not in Georgia? I believe you can. We are about to head into some kind of precipitation. Not sure what. Oregon's cool like that. We'll see when we get there. Like I say, 3-cylinder, 78 horsepower. I'm still likely to catch everybody else on the road, and I'm by far not stomping it. I just drive it a somewhat, give it some gas pace. We're still at 54 miles per gallon for the entire drive. So there's definitely places to enjoy fast cars around here, but in town ain't it. Yeah, 3-cylinder and a stick, and I feel like the Bandit sometimes. That's just pleasingly beautiful around me, folks. I mean, I don't know. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm talking about? It's beautiful here. Again, that's me talking about how beautiful just a hill is as I take a drive. That's not even Oregon scenery. Just going down the road. Let's turn it down a little bit. Alright. Should be able to quit screwing with it now before we head into the snowbank. I just don't feel cooped up or trapped here. color is showing up between that green grass and the purple mountains. The fluffy, dreary clouds that make the Pacific Northwest what it is. The very end of precipitation for the season. I figure we got a couple more weeks, and then I won't see rain again until I'm desperate for it. November, something like that. Some poor animal didn't make it. You can see some of the weird building style there is out here. All this stuff is just built tough. None of it has central air conditioning or heat. Big business in putting in, the standalone units, the split unit stuff. People are wanting air conditioning in a home now. But, yeah, can you believe that? Houses without heat or air conditioning? And no one seems to think it's necessary to have it either. I got me a window air conditioner. Welcome to Coburg. Alright, chicken. Well, I'm glad to be here in Coburg today. I'll run right on down Coburg Road back to Willie's house. We'll be there in just a minute. But I hope y'all are enjoying how small town Oregon, pretty Oregon, place to raise a family Oregon. There's lots of normal sized neighborhood houses right around here with some cheery flair to them and sidewalks. All this on either side of me is bicycle lanes. There's a bicycle lane on everything here, by the way. You can totally be a bicycle owner. If you had an electric bicycle, this would be an absolute paradise for that sort of thing, if that's your cup of tea. Because it does cater to it. People are not driving like bats out of hell. I notice everyone's pretty responsible and just taking it frickin' easy. I love it. Coburg Pizza right there on the left. That's on your, when you come out here, that's where we're gonna grab something to eat, buddy. That's where they got it going on. Telling you. I will come back again soon, frogs. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the pretty place. Alright, now we're headed back in towards civilization. It's going to happen real fast. Fifth gear, 51 miles an hour. Let's cruise that for ultimate fuel economy. No trespassing. You know what? I'd be kind of creeped out to trespass there. I don't want to fall down a no old well, but I'm kind of confused as to what the columns are doing on a house out here. We a long way from plantation country, folks. They got their tractor on display. If I had an old tractor, it'd be parked where somebody could see it too. They do some kind of rock, gravel, sand mining of some kind right up here out of this hill. If you really look at it, you can see how different looking they look with its sheer rock face. You can see lava tubes inside of it too. That's what the polygon shaped rocks sticking out the side are going to be right up here. Evidence of volcanism and cataclysm. Sure does make the land fertile, grow my weed nice and tall. I love it. That is not an active volcano, by the way, at all. That's a foothill, but you can see what I'm talking about. little old bridge going across the rivers. Notice there are a bunch of rivers, big rivers too. It'd be fun on a hot day to just get a tube and tube down all this. Y'all want to see what this rainforest looking park looks like before I hit the house? We could do that. I did promise y'all a park and not give. We'll check it out. We'll see what that's all about. If this guy will figure out what he's up to. I'm not sure why he pulled off here. Alright. B area. Well, I'm extremely unlikely to pay anybody for anything, just to let y'all know. It looks like if you want to walk your dog, this is a happening place for it. Subaru country. It's more of them Subarus. Camp here. Okay. It's pretty nifty looking. Not much to show you at this one though. It's a nice little cruise around. Again, this is very, very close to the house. And there is prettiness here. Must be 30 dogs up in there. Alright. Now we'll head it on to the house. Second gear in the Mitsubishi. Third gear. Fourth gear. Just not very aggressive, huh? It's okay. I like the way it sounds, and I like the way it feels. Just got to get over what it's not and enjoy what it is. If you want to enjoy that car. I mean, that's just a pretty grass field. Crescent coming up on my right. I think. Oh, that's County Park Road. Alright, we're back in Eugene. Population 171,211. You need to bring your family out here and make it 2012, 13, and 14. We need to get that going. They're ready for you here. Alright, so here's Crescent. We're going to take a left, go by the school, and head to my house. Alright, we're going to right turn on Reddit. Right, left. I know where I'm going, I just can't talk. Alright, so this is Crescent. This is one of those streets that heads back towards my place. And will take us back by the school, which is a really nice school. Skateboard park. The North Kinsey area. Chuckanut. Got some customers who live down there. Got clientele who live just this close to me, which is pretty cool. Notice the pedestrian crossings, got to get used to such as that. Notice all the bicycle lanes. And you ain't got to have a car here. left, we're going to go by Sheldon High School. This is the high school that backs right up to my house. An excellent school. They've got a full-on skate park. Track and field facilities open to the public during non-school hours. The community actually utilizes all that stuff too. It's different here. We pay taxes for it, so we use it. It's another park as far as we're concerned. Sheldon High School. Good place to send your kids to school. Cross over the bridge here. Fourth gear. Oh yeah, I'm flying. Believe me. We're almost back to the house. Again, notice how people have a garage, but you ain't seen no car in a garage. They're all outside it. The garages are living space. It's the Northwest. People street park. They have a garage, they have a driveway, and their car is on the street. It's the way they do. I don't know that I would ever get used to such a concept. I mean, I do have to street park. It still makes me nervous, even though it's normal here. Even though all this be getting towed where I'm from, right? Like, it just be gone in the morning. So, here's my little neighborhood. We'll do a full lap of it. Let's see what Sheldon High School is like. Time to mow our grass is what I see. Nice wide street. I know, just begging for trouble. We don't cause no trouble. Not in this ride, anyway. My main car test route. So all that to my left is the high school facilities. And this is an old neighborhood. 1960s and 70s houses. They're all very nice and well built, and they're more expensive housing here. So this is what an Oregon nice house looks like. And frankly, it's enough house, my brother. No, they're not McMansions. That McMansion money gets spent on the gigantic GMC truck and the camper trailer that's parked somewhere that he pulls with it. That's how that goes. This gentleman looks like he's doing routine service. I'll leave him alone. Here's another little place that I thought explained my neighborhood. You can play a game of basketball across the street. You got a goal on either side of the street. It's the kind of neighborhood where we move the cars and your kids are safe to play with your neighbor's kids and play basketball in the middle of the street if they want to. Last Chevy S10. Nothing bad happens here, folks, and when it does, it ain't the same bad. It's just not. It's just not. It's a different way of living, and it's a different kind of life. Alright, well, we're pulling it back up on my place. You can see my junk collection in this great little corner I got, and I'm very thankful for every day. I snagged that at the right moment. See the Toyota project truck. You can see the Oldsmobile. But that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the trip around Eugene the long way, the ride up to Coburg and back. Rambling to myself for almost an hour. That was interesting, though. Hope you got a feel for it. Have fun, everybody. Well, that was a beautiful drive, wasn't it? I know I thoroughly enjoyed it. Got the tool we needed, took a detour for no reason, just checked out some pretty just to, relax and enjoy life for a moment. Glad you could be there with me. Thanks for watching.